Hey, welcome back to our channel, Chancy.
Gang.
So this video is really about our experience in life. Most of you have been asking us like so many questions of what it's like to be deaf in a hearing mode, or like how can we communicate with people in like hearing mode or with the hearing parents or in general. So we want to talk about this because we believe it's really important, so that way deaf people don't feel alone, and so that way hearing people can understand how to find a way to communicate with the deaf people.
So let's get education. What it's like to have a hearing impairment? Well, I would say communication. Like sometimes you feel left out when family live, enjoying, and I want to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, so I want to feel involved.
No, I understand.
What I was saying, I don't know why I was off. Anyway, what is like having a hearing impairment?
No, I get what you mean. I feel the same thing. It's like whenever we have like a holiday coming up, like a Valentine or Thanksgiving or Christmas, usually, I don't know about you guys, but usually whenever we celebrate for Thanksgiving, and of course there's a lot of like families gathering for the food, and you know how Mexican people are. They're like some crazy, some inquire, some many different kind of communication. So one time I was sitting in the table, and usually I don't really how do you say this? I don't really socialize it with my family. I do. I'm a family person. I do. But at the same time, like I always feel like he said, feel like left out. Like whenever I try my best to like be involved with my family, but like I honestly, none of my family don't say like never mind, this is not your business, or
Family don't understand about deaf culture. You should have to educate them and teach them how.
yeah, it's like before. I don't honestly, for your information, I don't blame my parents. So keep that in mind. I do love my parents. They're very, very supportive. Very, very. If you're in my eyes, you won't see how much effort my parents did for me. I just want to say that just because you see people label themselves deaf or hard of hearing, they could be coming from a different reason. Like for example, me, I was born deaf. Like naturally deaf, no disease, nothing. Shahim.
Me, I wasn't born deaf. I become deaf when I was 4. I got sick in my ear, bad nerve. So that's how I become deaf. So it's many different kind of deaf people.
See, exactly that. Like that, they have their own reason behind it. But at the same time, don't ever feel bad for deaf people. No.
I'm sorry.
No.
No.
They should go away.
We're not having that.
Like we're
not having
proud
that.
to be deaf.
Nah.
We're proud to be deaf.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes.
Like, deaf can do anything.
Like,
just deaf.
hello.
Ear. Yeah. So. Usually, like one time, let me tell you my story of how the reason why I said don't apologize whenever you see deaf people, or whenever you see people signing with their family or friends. My experience, one time I was hanging out with my friends. Of course, I hung out with the deaf people. I'm not gonna say the name. One time we went to In-N-Out.
In and out. Don't get the wrong idea. Continue.
So we hang out at In-N-Out. And usually we're just chatting in American Signlanguage. So it was like chatting, and then out of blue, we saw a group of Jehovah's Witness religion. One man came up to us and said, "Can I give a bless to your ear?"
What?
Excuse me? Whoa. So, hearing loss is an infection to you? When clearly, don't you see we're happy? We use a beautiful hand sign that we can communicate. I don't understand how he had the balls to come up to us asking for a bless just because
Not
we're deaf.
cool. Not cool.
Like, no, go away. We're happy. And it's funny, one of my friends, he's deaf. He's a guy. I was cracking up when he said something to that guy. That really got me fucked up. You know what he said? No, we're deaf. We're proud to be deaf. And you just stood there and you're like, okay, just walk away. That's the story.
Savage. That's a savage right there.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand how people think
Right.
being deaf is really like sad.
Right, like it have nothing to do with our ears. You just can't hear. We can see.
Exactly.
We can see. We can see you. We just can't
Hey,
hear.
God made us. We're born to be deaf. We're perfectly fine. Like, for example, if we're deaf, we're signing. If we came to see hearing people talking, oh my God, you're talking, oh my God.
Right. Same concept. You see what I mean? You see what she's saying?
Yeah, I think that's really
Something you need to learn. That's why we are in education. Okay? Be patient with us and try to listen. And that will help you understand more in the future.
Those of you deaf people who watching this, you surely feel proud of your stuff.
Right.
No matter what. You see, I'm deaf, he deaf. We're signing. We're blessed.
Amazing.
But at the same time, we understand how you feel, what it's like to be left out.
Not
Feeling-
alone.
Exactly, you're not alone. The second question is,
My advice do hey people, please learn sign language for deaf people, please. Oh, a lot of deaf people having a hard time understanding. Like they walk right, or there's many things you can talk to deaf people. You don't have to learn sign, but you can take out your phone or a notepad, right? That would be helpful.
I agree with he said. Like, for example, if you've been traveling, if you're from America and you're traveling to a different country where they speak different languages, would you react the same way that we react of how hearing people treat with us? Downgrade. Like, think about this. How can you communicate with other people who speak different languages and they deny you? They'd be like,
Right.
never mind.
Agree.
And you're trying to, like, what if you're at the restaurant eating dinner and you want to order some food and that person don't understand English? They'd be like, oh, you don't speak English? Sorry, get out of here. Or
And I also hate when people say never mind.
exactly.
Help us understand. Help us understand. We want to improve. We want to help you. We just can't hear. So when people say never mind, I feel like it's kind of rude. Don't
Very
say
rude.
never mind because you're deaf. You know, like let's help each other. I can help you. I'm not stupid. Even though I'm deaf, I can't hear. I will still write and help you. I know a place and where to help you.
Yeah, it's simple. I don't know if those of you have watched the video where the man in the drive-thru trying to ask for the paper and the pen, and that person freaked out like, no, I don't want to write on the paper.
Like you
pen.
embarrassed or something.
You make us feel like we're threatening you.
Sorry. That's how I feel.
Like,
Not
we're
cool.
bad people? Like, us definitely bad people?
Instead of deaf people, like when mom said, like, rah, like, what? Normal people think we're scary or something. We're like, dude, we just can't hear, that's all. We just need more of a help, that's all.
Yeah.
Like,
So please, every time, if you see the deaf people, communicate with them. Ask them, oh, you deaf? Okay, just pull out your phone. Or if you have a paper, pen, perfect, just write it down. Simple.
you got a point.
It's easy. I'm sure. Even if you know it's a little error still, I'm sure they'll be glad. You're like, oh wow, at least you're supporting deaf community as well.
Yeah, agree. Please, one start for us. Please, thank you. I love y'all. My advice to deaf people, please try to support each other. It's not always about competition. I feel like we must compete of the deaf to be better. No one is better. We all supposed to support each other. I'm trying to collab. I'm trying to uplift the deaf community. That's what I want. Not go again, me, I'm the bad. No, I don't agree with that.
We all have our own skills or talent. Like, don't ever compare it to me or compare it to him. No, if you see a deaf person who's a dancer, that could be you. You could be a dancer. If you see the deaf painter, that could be you.
Sorry.
Anything is possible.
Anything is
Like,
possible.
no excuses. Don't ever
Get that out of my mouth.
Don't take your time just brainstorming on the positive people who, like, for example, he's a famous deaf dancer, doesn't mean he's better than all of you.
Never thought that.
He just fighting for hearing community to prove them wrong. To prove them that us deaf people can have our own talent. You
Try
just
to
have
understand.
to figure out yourself. If you want to become a gamer, do it. If you want to be a skateboarder, do it. If you want to be a model, do it. For me, I do. I really want to be a model. Everyone can do it.
Anything, anyone can.
Yeah, it's like, don't put negative on us when you guys could do it for their stuff, for your stuff.
We're focused. We are focused. We're trying to become more aesthetic with the deaf community, showing deaf can act, funny, dancing, style, music, anything. That's what we do. We prove you guys wrong. So deaf people, please try and support. Same, hearing have their own deaf. We need one too. That's what we're doing right now.
We're trying to collaborate with the deaf people, we do. But at the same time, we notice how haters deaf people hating on us. When we're trying to be nice to you guys, so.
That I don't understand.
But that part, we don't understand. Like,
We don't bite.
yeah, exactly, we don't buy it. It's really sad, but
So try to
but hey,
improve better for that.
but those of you haters hating on us, thanks for wasting your time on us. We already earned all of your energy. So we
Thank you.
change that
Thank
negative
you.
energy
Thank
into the positive energy. So thanks for you guys. The next question is, ooh, that's one of my favorite questions.
Oh my goodness.
Ready?
That's worse.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
One part, what kind of question they asked you? Mine? They said, can deaf people can drive?
What? Just kind of question is that? What?
Can people read a book?
Wow. We're not that though. Deaf people can dance. Deaf people can hear music. How? How do deaf people dance if they can't hear? Deaf people can. We can feel.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
we both have a hand. We both have legs. We both have our own eyes
We have
that
eyes.
we can use. Don't you notice most people who don't have a hand and leg, no excuses. They
No,
still
it's
do
you.
it.
How many times I have to say that? No, it's you. I'm deaf. I can't hear music. No, it's you.
And by the way, you know that deaf people are really good drivers than hearing people. You don't believe me? Go Google it up.
Google up, baby. That part.
Silly.
My experience with bad interpret is like, I hate the fact if you have an audition tomorrow, interpreter can show up that day.
It's really important
It's
that
so
interpreter
hard.
needs to be there all time.
You have to wait like a week before.
Like, I don't care if you have car breakdown. At least call before 30 minutes or 1 hour would be nice. Call before, so that way we can call other interpreters to come in. Like, don't waste our time.
Or are you there for money? Or are you there to help the deaf community? Or you care for the deaf community? Or you want money? I don't know. I just feel like it's so many frustrations. So many frustrations because I need interpreter. We need interpreter. But they say, oh, well, we charge how much? Or if they're paid. I'm like, if they're paid.
That, oh my god. One time, recently, when I started up for modeling, I'm not gonna say the name of the company. One company that I signed up for modeling, they chose me out of 1,500 people. They chose me, and then of course I was really happy about it. I was like, wow, like they really chose me out of 1,500 people. I'm so glad. And then the next day I came for audition, and they said they have to pick only 50 people. No, only 50 people are already chosen. So that means left 50 people next to be chosen. I was like, whoa. I thought they already chose me at the first place, but they know that only 50 people can be chosen out of 50 people. So I was like, man, okay, and guess what? They chose me again, so that's great. And then the next 2 days later, no, it's not next 2 days, it's the same day that they chose me out of 50 people. That's the same day. We just like practicing modeling, walk on the, what is it called?
Runway.
Runway, yes. Walking on the runway. So I did everything on that, and then when that finished, I came up, that those 2 days, I was struggling finding a new interpreters. Like, it's really a last minute, but shout out to all of you girls who took their time to be able to volunteer and interpret for me. So thanks to all of you, really mean a lot to me. They're very supportive of that community. I appreciate it. The two interpreters, I'm not gonna say the name, so these two really supportive. Bless you.
That problem. Okay.
We have a deaf roommate who started like that. These two projects really helped me all the way. So these 2 days that they asked for me to practice runaway. So of course I was overwhelmed to find an interpreters, because on the same day only 2 interpreters can make it from the first few hours, and then they told me they want me to be there at 7 p.m. So that means these 2 interpreters couldn't make it. So that means I have to call any interpreter volunteer to be there. Really struggling for me. like
Frustration too.
yeah, and it's so frustrating. I was like stressing out, like oh my god, and I just realized I'm like damn, like how can we constantly interpret it on
Like
the
this.
on the same day that they needed me to be there. So I was trying my best. Thanks to the two interpreters showed up. Anyway, so when we finished the runaway, this casting director came up to me. No, I came up to him and like, hey, you know, like, I think it's your responsible to take the interpreter from me because I already responsible acting for the volunteer interpreters. So now you're responsible since I got chosen. So that means you need to contact any interpreting service for me, provided service for me. And guess what he said? Why can't you get your own interpreter?
No, you're gonna get one from me and her.
Oh, like, and then guess what? I was just standing there like shocked. Like even though I have experienced this before, but I was like, and guess what? One of the two interpreters stood up and said something about ADA, all the policy, all the stuff. I was like, whoa. And it's really funny part, his face is like, he had no word to say something. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, you have any like a phone, interpreter service phone number or something so that way I can caution them. Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
That's
now.
my experiences.
Man.
So like, at the same day,
Sad.
I just quit. I quit from that company.
It's good, baby. You got more coming soon. You got more opportunities right here in LA.
Yeah,
So,
but you see, like it doesn't matter
No
of
matter.
how many people denied me about interpreting service, blah blah blah.
you happy.
But I would still do it just to prove it, just to prove them wrong that I can, like, more aggressive, you know, like no excuses.
And stand up for yourself. Be
Exactly,
blunt.
exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. I know I look like I can be a bitch, but whatever is wrong, I'm gonna make it right.
Right. And stop thinking you guys are above us.
Eagle.
We're
So,
equal.
We're eagle.
So be careful, okay? We still love you. We still love you guys. But try to learn about deaf culture, study deaf culture. If you want to learn sign language, please go to school, take ASL classes or online, or find a deaf friend, or go to deaf social.
I'll drop
Right.
down below of ASL app link down below. We'll drop it for you guys to learn sign English. Okay, so and the other experience with the bad interpreting. This interpreting is a dub interpreter one time back in elementary school. You know, I was just sitting down and I was talking to my interpreters. I was like talking about of how, you know, how my religion don't have an interpreter provided, and guess what? This interpreter asked me, "Hey, what's your religion?" And I said, "Catholic." Why? He's like, "Oh, you know, here's my ID. Maybe you should stop by in our Jehovah's Witness church." Excuse me? You're here. Sorry.
It happened. It happened. Okay.
So, you're here to work. Just to work. Don't ever give your personal information. We don't want that to stop impressing deaf people to be the bond in Jehovah's Witness. Not that because I don't respect. I respect all the religions, but don't ever change their religions just because you guys provide a good benefit or a good interpreting service. Whatever it is, don't ever talk about anything like that. You're here to work. That's all.
That's all. That's all.
That's all.
Period.
Unless deaf student asks you and you're comfortable to answer, fine. But you start to changing our religion or whatever it is, don't do it. Please stop. This needs to stop. You know who you are. I bet you're watching this. You stop doing that. And stop knocking my door. Asking, where's Nancy? I want to hear to get heard about Jehovah's Witness, church or whatever. Stop.
Yeah.
What do you do then? So the next question is,
what made me who I am now? Well, I'm a dancer, and I would say negative people made me who I am. So they made me become successful more.
honestly, my family is supportive. And like you said, no, I know maybe those of you think, oh, Nancy copied Shaheem. No, I'm not copying. We discussed this earlier and we agree the same thing. Negative people and family supportive all together is who I am now. Why? Because these negative people made me realize it. Wow. It's time for me to stand up myself and do something. No excuses. My family supportive. Wow. They the one who encouraged me to do something challenge. Not basic, but challenge. And you know what they told me? They said, Nancy, we know you're deaf, but we see you as a human. And that part really hit me in the bottom of my heart. Like, we all here despite any disability, racist, lesbian, gay, LGBTQ, whatever it is, we're all just humans. Just remember that. But that's what I am now. And I'm proud to be that. So that's, I think
Thank you for making us who we are. Thank you to the haters. Thank you to the supporters. You guys made me feel like I'm a king. You should feel like you're a queen. Thank you for that. Thank you. You make us more successful.
Thanks for all your kind comments toward us. We really appreciate that. Don't think that we just ignored that comment. Those kind of comments really motivated us to do something harder. So thanks for all you guys. We love you guys.
We love you.
And I think that's all the question. If you have any questions, just drop comment below and we will make the next video. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe,
Comment.
and comment. Love you.
Love y'all. Mwah.